Okay, so I'm going to set the stage for y'all. I'm 8 years old. My life has just fallen apart. I have no control over it. I am confused about what's going on, and I feel like it's my fault. So that is my life at 8 years old. The teacher wonders, but she doesn't ask. It's hard to see the pain behind the mask. Bearing the burden of a secret storm, sometimes she wishes she was never born. These are the words of Martina McBride's Concrete Angel, and that is exactly where I was when I was about 8 years old. From the time when I was 7 to the time when I was 9, my life was a living hell. My mom was married to her second husband, her first being my father, and he was an alcoholic drug addict, and he was abusive to her. He even broke her nose in front of me once. His son was not the most popular of boys and could not get a girlfriend. He was 15 to my 7, and he used to sexually abuse me. So this is how I felt in my life at the point. I was broken. I didn't want to live. I was hiding behind a mask of smiles and happiness that I didn't really feel. So it took me time, but I've gotten over it. I went through many stages to get over this. And one of those stages was the one when I realized that I survived. I made it. I'm still alive. I'm still fighting. And that is where I'm Still Here by John Rustic, the lead singer of the Goo Goo Dolls, comes in. He says, "What do you think you'd ever say?" Sorry. He says basically to the effect, "What do you think you'd ever say? I won't listen anyway." And it eventually says, "I won't be what you want me to be." In my life at this point, everybody was trying to fix me, and nobody understood what I was going through. And I felt like everybody in my life was trying to tell me what they wanted me to be. And most of these people didn't even know me or know the situation in the first place. I was watching the movie Treasure Planet when this song came on, and I just broke down and started crying because it was exactly how I felt, and I've never been so connected to something in my life. And every time he gets to the end of the song, "I'm still here, I'm still here." That is how I felt, and I was so happy to feel that. That is one of the songs I continually go back to when I'm having a bad day, just to make me feel better. Another song I go back to is Fighter by Christina Aguilera, which is the stage I've made it to today. It took me a while, but finally when I got to high school, I made it to the stage where I realized I can't be mad at them because they made me a stronger person. She says, "You probably think that I'd hold resentment for you, but you're wrong. Because if it wasn't for you and everything you tried to do, I wouldn't know how capable I am to pull through, so I want to say thank you." And that is how I feel. Most people would think I would hate my mom's ex-husband and his son for doing what they did to me and my mother. But I really want to tell them thank you, because every time I can stand up for myself and be strong and feel like I have a good personality and that I'm a capable person and I can do what I want, I have to thank them because they're the ones who made me that way. Without the struggles that I've been through, I wouldn't be the strong and independent person I am today. And I just feel like, that without them, I wouldn't be who I am today, and I love who I am. I also wouldn't be who I am today without my mother. She's my heart and soul. The song, Like My Mother Does, by Lauren Elena, describes our relationship perfectly. And I'm not going to sit here and quote the whole song, though the whole thing really is our life. I really want to point out a couple of lines that really spoke to me when I was listening to the song. The first one is, "You taught me how to smile when things get rough." My mom, even going through the hard time with her ex-husband, would still smile and push through for me, for everything that was going on with me. And that is something that I have learned to do today, to put myself behind what I know I need to do for other people. And I would not be who I am today without that. And I also really relate to the sign, "I never met a stranger. I could talk to anyone like my mother does." And I know from y'all speaking with me, y'all know that I'm a very outgoing person and I love to talk to people, and that is exactly how my mother is. Without her, I do not know what I would do with my life. Another person, or at least a group of people that I don't know what I would do without, is my Phi Mu sisters. I am in Phi Mu fraternity, and I'm reminded every day what a great decision it was. Every time I hear the song Roar by Katy Perry, and that song comes on, I light up, because it's a song that we listened to many, many times over the summer, and it was like our theme song for recruitment. And every time it comes on, I used to bite my tongue and hold my breath. I just light up and I have to jump up and dance because I love my sisters, and I know that I have someone I can trust and to turn to whenever I'm having a bad day, and I know I have someone who trusts me enough to do the same. So no matter who they are in their life, people who did things to me to hurt me, people who helped me when I was down. Everybody in my life is important, and they've all shaped me into who I am today. And I love who I am, so I have to love them.